students. I'm your maths teacher from IYS school. Hope you all good and safe at home. Start today's teaching with the name of Allah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. But before starting today's teaching, I will give you some instruction. Hopefully you all understand and follow these instructions. So, instructions are: don't raise hand during lesson. Ask questions at the end of the lesson in chat box. Use hands-free if you are using mobile and headphones for computer use. Feed your ID and a password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. Home tasks should be done in your fair copy of this subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the lesson, try to join again within 5 to 10 minutes. Don't turn on your videos during lesson. Hope you all understand all these instructions and follow these instructions very carefully. So, firstly, I will share some topics which we learn in today's teaching. So, here's the topic. Here's the topics of the day. Solve the questions by using division operations. In previous lectures, we just discuss or solve the questions by using addition operation, subtraction operation, multiplication operation. In today's teaching, we solve different questions related to the division operation. Okay, students? And solve the questions or algebraic expressions and find their values. In previous teaching, we just used unknown variables, and we don't have any values of that unknown. But in today's teaching, we just find out or put the values of their unknowns and find the exact answer of the question. Okay, hope you all understand. Now, forward toward our today's teaching. Here's the division. Similarly, we discussed in previous lecture that what the different terminologies are used for addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Similarly, for division, there are different terminologies are used: quotient of, part, ratio of, divided by, half, divisor, divided into, percent, split up. All these terminologies are used for division. In your book, they use quotient of and divided by, but all of these terminologies are also used for the division. Okay, hope you all understand. So here's the example which is given in your book, page number 101. Okay, example number 1. In this question, they give the question in which we have to solve the division operation. 10a divided by 5, or the 5 quotient of 10a. Both are same. So here's the solution of part 1 or a question 1. 10a divided by 5, we write this in this form. After the number which is written after the sign of divider, division, we write it as a divisor, as a denominator. Okay, and before the variable or a number which is given before the divisor sign, we write it as a numerator. Okay, then we write 10a divide sign and then 5. Here, there is no variable of a in the denominator. That's why we take a as it is, but we divide both of these numbers. Okay, in a same table, we see that 5 cut 12, then 5 1 the 5. Here you see 5 1 5 and 5 2 the 10. Okay, then multiply, then a. Both of these numbers are in the operation of multiplication. In previous teaching, we just discussed here the question is in that form and we transferred it in this form. Okay, but for the division, we just break it into this form, and then after the simplification, we again convert into this form without using any sign of multiplication. Okay, so 5 and the 5, 5 to the 10, then there is just only a 1 in the denominator, then we don't write 1 in the denominator. Here you see there is no 1 right in the denominator, and but we have a numerator which is 2 into a. So here 2 into a, this answer is also okay, but we write it as 2a. Okay, we skip the sign of multiplication because both of these numbers don't add and subtract in each other, because we don't have the value of a over here. Okay, that's why we just write 2a. It is also okay. And the second question is 8xy divided by 2y. Okay, we write it again as same as we write the question over here. We write this number as a numerator, and after the sign of divide, we write this number as a denominator. So 8xy is a numerator and 2y is a denominator. Here you see there is a y in the denominator and also y in a numerator. Then we cut this y also. But in your book there is a mistake. They write over here x again. But in the solution you don't have x again and again because it is just only a single x. But if you have x with the power of 2 or 2x, then we write x over here. But that's a mistaken book. So you can correct this mistake. There is just only a single x. Here you see just only a single x. That's why we write x with this 8 and y as it is over here. But this y into y, just only a single y, then y1 the y1 the y. There is no y remaining. There is no x over in the denominator, just only in the numerator. Then we write x as it is over here. But 2 divides 8, and 2 ones are 2 to 4 times 8. So the answer of this question 8xy divided by 2y is 4 into x, or we say that 4x. Okay students, so hope you all understand this question which we solved by using the division method or a divisor operator. There is another example in this way. In this example they already give the answer in that form, that numerator and denominator are also written in the form. So 15m divided by 3n multiplied by 6 and 5m. Okay, so in this question firstly they write the question as it is. Okay, and here you see if two numbers are in the division method or a divider operator, and between these two divisor operator we have a multiplication sign or a multiplication operator, then we cancel out or cross the numbers which is in the cross product. Here you see that m is as a numerator, but here m is written in the denominator. Then we cut both the m because they are cross multiplied. Okay, so multiply this m with multiply this m with this, and multiply n this with this. Similarly, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. You also cut this 3 by this 15, but if we cut this 3 by 15, then 6 is remaining. So we use that method in which the answer is more simplified. So firstly there is no any other unknown variable because both of these unknown variables are cut. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, then just 2 is remaining. Multiply, then 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15. So here 3 is left. 3 3 is the answer of this divisor or this division method. Just only 3. 3 divided by 1, and you know that in the denominator if you have 1, then we don't write 1 in the denominator. We just write 3 as it is. Then multiplication sign, similarly over here there is just only a 1 in the denominator and the other term is cancelled out. That's why we don't write 1 in the denominator right over here. We just write 2 in the numerator. And here the division operation is completed, but the multiplication operation is left. Then we just multiply both the numbers and we have the answer of this question, or the simplified answer of this question. So the simplified answer of the question 15m divided by 3n multiplied by 6n divided by 5m is 3 to the 6. Good. This example is also given in your book. You just practice this example, then you can easily solve the other questions which is given in your book exercise. Okay. Now forward toward. Here's the exercise which is given in your book, exercise 10.4 at page number 102. Okay students, we solve some questions from this exercise for your better understanding. So question number 1, 2, 7, all of these 3 questions are solved for your better understanding. So exercise 10.4, question number 1, solve. We have to solve these questions by using division operation. So here you see there is no any other variable with this or a coefficient with this. There is no any other coefficient with this of a unknown. So that's why we just write it as a divided by 3, or write A as a numerator and 3 as a divisor. So here you see the answer of this. A divided by 3 is also written in the form of A slash 3 or A divided by 3. Okay, hope you all understand. Forward toward the second question. At the second question, 3b divided by 3. 3b divided by 3. Here you see the numerator is 3b, then divided by 3. Both the number is 3, the coefficient of the number is 3, then we easily cancel out these 3 because both of these 3 are in the same table or cancel out by the same table. Firstly, we just write 3b divided by 3, question as it is, then we write in the fraction form like this. 3 multiply b. We break this in by using the sign of multiplication. We write the number with this, or if you want to write this 3b, then it is also okay. Then divided by using by skipping of this sign, we just write this sign which is used for the fraction, and then 3 as a divisor. Then you just multiply 3 into 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3. Okay. Then there is just only a denominator, there is just only a 1 in the denominator, then we don't write 2, 1 in the denominator. Similarly, the coefficient of b, the remaining coefficient of b is just only 1. We also don't write 1 with any coefficient. We know that there is no any other coefficient, that it means that there is a coefficient which is 1. Okay, so the answer of the question 3b divided by 3 is just only b. Okay, students, hope you all understand very clearly. Now forward toward the another question, question number 7. 20pq divided by 4q. This question is similar as example number 1 part 2. Okay, which we discuss the question example in your book, page number 101. Yes, 101. The solution is, firstly you just write the question as it is, then you write it in the fraction form. This number written in the form, written in numerator, written as a numerator, and this number written as a denominator. So you write it 20pq divided by 4q. We write or break this number by using the multiplication sign because all of these three numbers are in the operation of multiplication. 20 multiplied by p multiplied by q. You can write this number in this form also. So we just break this number by just cancel out the numbers which we cancel out each other. So here you see q is also in the numerator and denominator. We just cancel out both the q, and also you see that 20 divided by 4 is also solved. How? Because in the table of 4 we have 20, 4 5s are 20, then you cut 4 ones are 4, then you solve this 4 and 20, 4 ones are 4 and 4 5s are 20. There is just only a 1 in the denominator. 1 into 1 1, and 5 into 1 5 multiplied by p. Okay, so the answer is 5p. 5 into p or 5p both are same. Okay, so this simplified answer of this question 20pq divided by 4q is equal to 5p. Okay, hope you all understand all these three questions. All these questions. Now we firstly discuss about the terminologies which we used in question number in exercise 10.5. Hope you all understand. If you want to take a screenshot of these questions, so you please take right now. Okay, forward toward the other topics in which we find the values of the unknown number. Firstly, we just explain about what is algebraic expression and how can we find out the values of these algebraic expression. So if the number is written in the form of any alphabet, So here you see a plus b, or 2x minus y, x minus y divided by 2, 3a plus of b, 3a plus b minus 2c etc are algebraic decline in which a, b, x, y are unknowns. So, in algebraic expression, if the values of unknown numbers are given and the expression is simplified, the number so obtained the value of that expression. So, the answer, if they give the values of a, b, c, x, and y, then you just put the values in the given equation, and you have the simplified answer of that question. Okay, hope you all understand. And if there is any equation in which you have some variables which is unknown, so this equation or this variable this expression is called algebraic expression. Okay, now forward. So here's example number 1, which is related to the algebraic expression. This example is given in your book, page number 102. So students, open your book, page number 102. The question is, if x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, and z is equal to 1. They give the values of the unknowns, which is given in this question. X, y, here x, y, x, y, z, all of these three variables are unknown variables. But in this question, they give the values of these unknown numbers. Then they have to find the values of the given expression. The expression is x plus y, 3x plus 4y, 3x plus 5y minus of 7z. Okay, firstly we solve the expression 1, that is x plus y. So firstly you just write the expression as it is, x plus y, then you just pick the values of that variable. So the value of x is, what the value of x is? Yes, 2. So you write it 2 over here, then plus sign, and what's the value of y? Good, 3. Then you write 3 over here. Then here you see the operation, which operation is given in this expression? Yes, just the addition operation. You just add both of these numbers, then the value of x plus y is 5. Good, very good. So forward toward the second expression, which is 3x plus 4y. If the variable is written with any coefficient or a number, then you just write it in the form of multiplication. Firstly you just write, here one step is missing. Firstly you just write 3 multiply x plus 4 multiply y. Then you have to put the values of x and y over here. And the other thing is, in this question they don't give the unknown z, so we don't have to put the value of z over here. We just put the values of that unknowns which we have given in the expression. Here you give here they give the value, here they give the expression is just only x and y, then you just put the values of x and y, not put the value of z over here. Okay, similarly here you have to just put the value of x and y. So 3 is written as it. Then multiplication sign, because both of these numbers are in the form of multiplication, so you write multiplied sign. Then x, and what's the value of x? Yes, 2. So you write it 2 over here. Then addition sign, which is given in the question, you just write the sign as it is. Then 4, which is common or a coefficient, you write this as it is. Then multiplication sign and put the value of y. The value of y is 3. Then you write 3 as it is. Okay, then you just in the algebraic expression there are another rule. If you have different operation in a same question, it means that if you have a question in which you have the addition operation, multiplication operation, division operation, and also the subtraction operation, so firstly you just solve the division operation. Okay, then you solve the multiplication operation. After solving the division and multiplication operation, you solve the addition operation and then subtraction operation. In this equation or in this expression, you have two operations. First one is multiplication and the second one is addition. So firstly you just multiplied the numbers. Okay, you don't have to add. Firstly you add these number and then multiply. No, firstly you just multiplied the number. So the multiplication operation is given between 3 and 2. Then you just multiply firstly both the numbers, which is 3 into 2. The answer of 3 into 2 is 6. Then you write the sign of addition as it is. Then you multiply 4 into 3. 4 3s are 12. Good. After solving the multiplication operation, then you forward toward the another operation, which is addition operation. Then you just add both of these numbers. So the simplified answer or the value of 3x plus 4y is 18. Okay, hope you all understand. Similarly, in this question you have put the value of z also, because in this question you have the unknown z over here. Then the question is 3x plus 5y minus of 7z. So firstly you just write 3 multiply x plus 5 multiply y minus 7 multiply z. Okay, this step is missing over here. Then you have to put the values of x, y and z over here. So the value of x is 2, the value of y is 3 and the value of z is 7. Good. Similarly, firstly you just here you see you have to solve three operation in this expression: multiplication, addition and subtraction. So firstly you just multiplied. So you multiplied both of these numbers, and both of these. Okay, first you just solve the multiplication operation. 3 to the 6. Use or write the addition operation as it is. Then you multiply this number, 5 to the 15. 15 over here. Write 7. Write minus sign as it is. Then 7 on the 7. Okay, so after solving the multiplication operation, here you have two operations remaining, which is addition and subtraction. So if you have the operation addition and subtraction, so you firstly solve the operation which is addition. Firstly solve the addition operation, then subtraction operation. So firstly you just add both these numbers, which is 15 and 6. 15 plus 6, which is equal to 21, then minus sign, then 7. If so here is just only a single operation is left, which is subtraction. Then you just subtract both these numbers, 21 minus 7, which is equal to 14. So the simplified answer or the value of 3x plus 5y minus 7z is equal to 14. Hope you all understand. Now we solve some questions from your book exercise 10.5, which is given in your book page number 103. Here is another example which is similar as which we have solved in example number 1. Okay, here is similarly here a into b plus 3 into d. 4, the value of a is 4, the value of b is 2, the value of c is 3 and the value of d is 1. You just have to write the values of all the 4 unknown numbers, and firstly you just multiply both the numbers. 4 to the 8, then plus, then 3 1 the 3. After solving the multiplication operation, you just add both these numbers, which is 11. Okay, 8 plus 3, which is equal to 11. Similarly, in question number 2 or expression number 2, 5a minus 2ab plus 3cd. 5 multiply a minus 2ab plus 3 multiply c multiply d, and you have to put the values of a, b, c, d. After putting the values of a, b, c, d, firstly you just solve the operation of multiplication. So 5 4 to the 20, and then multiply all these three numbers, 4 to the 8 and 8 to the 16. So here the 16, 3 3 is the 9, 9 1 the 9. So here the answer of these three multiplication is 9. Then you firstly write the addition or the positive numbers in a row. So firstly you just write 20 plus of 9, then minus 16. Then you add both of these numbers. After solving the addition operation, then you subtract both these numbers. So the subtraction between 29 and 16 is 13. Okay, similarly this question is also done by using this method. So we forward toward the exercise solution. Here the exercise 10.5 part A. In all these questions, they give the unknown x, y and z, and the value of x is 1, y is equal to 2 and z is equal to 3. Okay, we solve some question number 5 and question number 12 for your better understanding. So in this method you have to solve all these questions. You follow all the step of these questions and then you have to solve in your fair copy. So question number 5 is 6x plus 4y minus of z. Okay, so how can you solve these questions? Firstly you just write the values of these unknown, because in every question you have different values. So firstly you just write these values: x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to 3. Okay, then you just write the question as it is. Here's the question: 6x plus 4y minus of 3z. Then you just write is in the form of multiplication. 6 multiply x plus 4 multiply y minus 3 multiply z. Then you have to put the values of x, y, and z over here. Okay, I'm writing here the sign of bracket because you don't confuse in the value that which value you have to multiply or the addition. So we just write bracket sign. If you don't want to write the bracket sign, then it's your choice. Okay, 6 multiply 1, the answer is 6 1 the 6. Plus sign as it is, then 4 multiply by 2, 4 2 the 8. Then minus sign, then 3 into 3, which is equal to 9. So the answer is 6 plus 8 minus 9. Okay, after solving the multiplication operation, then you have to solve the addition operation. Then you solve the addition between 6 and 8. 6 plus 8, which is equal to 14, then minus 9. Okay, after solving the addition you have to just subtract both these numbers. Then 14 minus 9 is equal to good 5. Okay, hope you all understand. You have to follow all these steps and solve the remaining question in your fair copy by using these steps. Okay, then another question which is solved for you. Question number 12 of the same part, exercise 10.5 part A. 6xy minus 2yz plus 8zx. Okay, first you just write the values which is given in your question. So here give the value of x is equal to 1, the value of y is equal to 2, and the value of z is equal to 3. Then you write the question as it is. Okay, you write this question in this form also. Then you have to put the values of x and y and z over here. Then 6 multiply 1 of the value of x, then the value of y is 2, minus sign. Then 2 is the coefficient of y and z, so 2 is remaining over here. Then y, the value of y is 2, the value of z is 3, plus 8, plus the value of z is 3, and the value of x is 1. Okay, 2 which is equal to 12 minus 2 to the 4 and 4 3 is the 12 plus 8 3 is the 24, 24 1 the 24. Then we write it 12 minus 12 plus of 24. Okay, if the number is similar and both have the opposite sign, then you just cross both of these numbers. Okay, but if you want to solve by using the same method, the addition both, firstly you just add both the numbers and then subtract, then it is also okay. But if you have the number which have same values but opposite sign, here you see this 12 is a positive sign and this 12 has the negative sign, then you just cancel out both of these numbers. Similarly this, and then both of these numbers is cut, there is just only 0, then 0 plus 24 is equal to 24. Okay, hope you all understand both of these questions, which is from your part A of exercise 10.5. Now forward toward the part B. Here you see part B. In all of these 16 questions, I'm solving just only a single question because the other question is also very easy. Here they give 4 unknowns, which is A is equal to 5, B is equal to 3, and C is equal to 4, and D is equal to 2. Okay, so here the solution of question number 16. The question is A, B, C, D minus of 2, B, C plus 3, A, B, D minus A, B, C. That's the question, and you have the values of all of 4 unknowns A, B, C, D. Okay, Then you just write firstly in that form: a multiply b multiply c multiply d minus 2 multiply b multiply c plus 3a into b into d minus a into b into c. Then you have to put the values of a, b, c and d over here. Here you see, and firstly you just multiply. You Firstly you just solve the multiplication operation, then addition operation, and then subtraction operation. Okay, so in this step you see, firstly I'll just multiply this number, this and this, and the answer of this number is 120, answer of this number is 24, answer of this number is 90, and the answer of this number is 60. After multiplication you have to solve the addition operation. So firstly you just list out the addition values and the subtraction values in a row: 120 plus of 90 minus 60 minus 20. Then you firstly solve the addition operation. So after adding both of these numbers, similarly using the minus sign, but in the previous teaching we say that if both the number have the same sign, which is positive or negative, we use the sign of negative, but we add both of these numbers. Okay, we use the sign of negative, but we add both of these numbers. Okay, then the answer of 210 minus of 84, and you just minus both of these number, which is 126. Okay, hope you all understand all of these questions. Now forward toward the home task. Here's the home task. You have to complete your exercise 10.4, which is given in our book, page number 102, and exercise 10.5, which is given in our book, page number 103. Both the part of exercise 10.5, part A and part B, all the questions you have to do in your fair copy. Okay, students? Hope you all understand all these method and all these questions. If you have any question, then you ask me in chat box. Hopefully you understand today's teaching and enjoy today's teaching. Inshallah we meet you soon again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Take care.